Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 Premium German battleship Tirpitz. She has 69,300 health, a top speed of 30 knots, 8 308mm guns, 8 torpedoes, a lot of 8s, a surface detect of 14.3 kilometers, and 63 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, basic survivability, basic firing training, expert marksman, superintendent, and advanced firing training. We're on the map Estuary, and I'm in the process of working on my Grosser Kur First Commander. I am very close to the level 5 skill, and I will most likely use concealment. This is a game that occurred very close to the end of my goal. Now, it did occur on the stream, and for whatever reason, my stream was, it had a lot of moments. And these moments were either terrible or absolutely amazing. Hopefully, this is an amazing moment. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is an interesting end to the game. Now, the Tirpitz is pretty much the Bismarck. It has torpedoes. Its AA and its secondaries are a little less than the Bismarck. It's basically the same thing. And I'm sure people, oh my god, it is so different. It really isn't, okay? You're looking for the same basic strategies that you would look for on the Bismarck. So if you like the Tirpitz, then you're probably going to like the Bismarck. It has the exact same shape, the exact same size, the exact same gun layout, slightly different tweaked numbers, and yes, did you like that? We snuck that right in between the islands. I was holding out hope that I would not miss the shot, and we didn't. We hit 15,000 on the enemy cruiser. That is not the easiest shot in the world, and granted, I'm not the one who's actually firing the guns. I'm just pulling an imaginary trigger. And we're going to try and engage the Cleveland. He's also showing a ton of his side. We're visible because of aircraft. And this is one of the risks that you run, and we get another Citadel. And another 16,000. Booyah! 2 enemy cruisers who just happen to be in the same screen below 50% in the first 4 minutes of the match. So, the Estuary. What was I about to say? The problem is, as a battleship, it's pretty easy to be detected. In fact, this is a mistake by me. I should have my aircraft up. It will see over the islands. It could see a potential battleship because, let's face it, guys. The battleships, they're big, but they're beautiful, right? They are really easy to spot. And that's exactly what you should try to do. I did not in this game, but don't make the same mistake. If you're ever in position where you can get close to the islands, and obviously not take damage, use an aircraft to assist in spotting any ship that might be slow to leave their spawn. Now, it looks like most of both sides are engaged over a desperate struggle for the D point. They both want the D, and I'm not really into that. I'm more into taking out targets that might show their side, holding a flank so it doesn't completely collapse. I mean, other than myself and 2 destroyers, there's nobody else here. And if we wouldn't have hit such massive shots on those cruisers, they might have pushed forward even more aggressive, right? We lose the friendly Fubuki, not a surprise, and it doesn't look good on this flank, right? Not what you want to see. The enemy Nuremberg is going to engage my ship. I can't really engage him. There's a giant island in the way, but eventually I will be able to. And I do intend to do just that. I will rebalance you if you so help me continue to show your side. But he disappears. Probably has better detectability than me. If you can see on the map, we're about 1-to-1. So I am detected by the enemy cruiser, and I cannot see him. He is, of course, behind an island. That's why the detection dropped off. But he does decide to fire his guns. Now, because he's behind the island, it doesn't extend his range. But we know where he is, and he's firing HE. He wants to burn me. No, you're not going to burn me. Now, some of you might be saying, Notser, fire on the eastern flank. It's right in range, and I would do that. However, I want the player to make a mistake. The Cleveland that we did a lot of damage to is dead. He died to the Fubuki. Thankfully, the Fubuki could trade 1-to-1. The worst case scenario... Oh, by the way, everyone who has a kill is dead. And look at who shows up. Enemy Benson. 5 kilometers out. Well, we're just going to use our big guns. See how much damage we do. 6,500. I send my torpedoes. Not really going to hit them, but you never know. Weirder things have happened. Players have just magically ran into islands and, you know, broadsides have happened. It can happen, right? There is magic in this game at times, and I'm hoping that maybe the Benson's gonna, you know, feel the kindness in his heart to just slam into my torpedoes and take himself out. Because I don't want to be out in the open dealing with the last destroyer. I don't want that. So I'm giving ground. The Benson, for whatever reason, decides to continue to fire. I figured he would stop. Now, why haven't I fired at the Benson? I wanted to take out the cruiser. We started this, and I want to finish it. Okay? He showed a perfect broadside. It's an easy shot. We lead the target more than the recommended 1-to-1 because he's going a little bit fast, and it looks like he's able to adjust, but is it enough? No, it's not. We get a Citadel. What, 16,000 was the remaining hit points? See you later, enemy Nuremberg. Enjoy the repair bill. The enemy has successfully taken D, though. But at a great cost. Look, we've got a ship advantage of 3 now. 3. Obviously, I assisted with 1, and the team was able to get 2 more. And I'm still detected. So the enemy is somewhere within my field of detectability. That would be the Benson, of course, and he moved off. So what is he afraid of? Maybe the shores. Maybe he doesn't want a Russian or a Soviet cruiser to be in range to shoot him dead. I wouldn't blame him. So we're going to move forward. We're going to see how well our luck works out. I do intend to take him out. And I know some of you are like, this is nothing. This is just a game where you get citadels, you know. Well, the team has an advantage, right? They have 3 bases to our 1. We have to be the aggressor. The enemy team could easily pull back. How do you deal with a destroyer that might be in the area as a battleship? Well, you don't want to be in a position where they can use their torpedoes against you. Now, the Shores has found a set of torpedoes. We are detected. I have not fired my gun. This must be the Benson. So the Benson, maybe he was behind an island and he came out from behind it. The angle of his torpedoes would suggest that maybe he cut left based on the last known position on the map, went behind the island, sent his torpedoes obviously, and now he's visible again. And now he's invisible. Is he popping a smoke? Is he behind an island? It was taking so much time, I was going to do a quick check to the eastern flank, and okay, we see enemy Bayan. Okay, he's going to burn down. He's the only target that can engage. There's nothing to fire at. And look, the Shores. Well, it looks like the Shores has found the Benson at close range. Now, I saw 1 set of torpedoes, and I believe the Benson is center aligned. He's going to send his next set towards the Shores, and will he take him out? He pops the smoke, obviously. It's a bad situation. He does hit. Oh, man. Soviet cruisers, it's really dangerous. And I was moving forward to assist. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. The Benson is probably going to have his torpedoes up in about 30 seconds. The first set that the Shores was able to avoid. I popped my aircraft. Should have used it long ago in the middle section and used it again here. Got to be aggressive with that usage. Enemy North Carolina immediately shows up. That is the telltale sign that he has fired his guns. There's no other reason for his ship to be visible on the map. There's just no other reason. Now the Benson is either in smoke or behind an island. That's why we're not detected by him, or the situation awareness isn't going off. The aircraft scouts out the torpedoes, which were never going to hit us. The other set is probably still on cooldown. I got to take this guy out right now. This could be very, very bad for me on this flank. Now, obviously, the eastern flank is going well, but 2 of the 3 remaining are on this flank. My job is to stay alive. Yeah, it's like, oh, well, you're going to win the game. Well, it looks like we're going to win the game. I don't want to die. I would like to win. So we find the Benson. I unload, and it could be better, could be worse. The North Carolina is firing on my ship. I can't really do anything. If you're ever in a situation where you're dealing with a torpedo boat, and yes, that's the nickname I give them, you need to work to avoid the torpedoes, okay? The North Carolina might rebalance me, but those torpedoes absolutely will destroy me if I don't treat them with respect. So we fire again at the enemy, and we do almost nothing. He's setting up a big, wide berth. He's showing a perfect broadside. This is a textbook scenario to send torpedoes my way. Now, he hasn't stopped firing his guns. That's a good sign. But I am fully expecting torpedoes incoming any second now. He will stop. Oh, he held his fire. No, he was just trying to adjust. The siren's going off. This is really dangerous, okay? And I agree. I send my torpedoes. I try my best to get all guns to fire. We need to kill him right now. So I fire one set. One disperses into him. Fire another set. One disperses into him. Still alive. The guns are almost ready to go in the front. He's not firing his guns. He must have sent torpedoes. At least I expected it. Secondaries get the kill. We get close quarter combat or close quarter expert. And where are the torpedoes? We know torpedoes in the water. We know it. We know it. There has to be torpedoes in the water. Where are the torpedoes? Okay, there's no torpedoes. I guess he was right on the cusp of sending them. Maybe the module was knocked out. Maybe he couldn't bring the torpedoes around in time to use them. Either way, we don't have to worry about torpedoes anymore. And now it's a 1v1. Now the North Carolina has more health than me, but I have torpedoes to rebalance him if he gets close. And I'm sure you're going, yeah, screw this game. This is nothing. Well, hopefully the Citadels were cool. And hopefully we can rebalance the North Carolina with torpedoes. You know, there's always a bigger fish, right? Big caliber gun rebalances a cruiser. Torpedoes rebalance the big caliber gun. What rebalances the big caliber gun with torpedoes? That's right. Nothing. Nothing can do that. So I just have to be ready. Which side is he going? It looks like he wants to lean towards my starboard side. And he does, of course, have the aircraft to detect me. But oh, look, did you see him? Did you see him? He broke to his starboard side, which would be my port. And he's going to fire his guns. We're pretty angled. We take moderate amount of damage. And do you know what? It kind of looks like he wants to go through the gap. It kind of looks like he wants to go through the gap. What a silly, silly thing to do, because my team has 6 ships alive, and he only has 1. Do you know what's really effective at killing ships? Using all that massive weight to your advantage, and I'm pretty positive that he realizes his mistake. He stopped moving forward. He's probably backing up, but it's too late for you. Goodbye, North Carolina at full health. And that's how you win games, my friend. No mercy. You throw it all at them, and you get the W. And I liked holding that flank. I thought we did a pretty good job, but clearly that sealed the deal. 3 kills, close quarter, 125,000. 65,000 was just that ship alone. We earned a lot of credits. 2,223 base XP. I felt like we did pretty good. It was basically me and 1 destroyer holding off 4 ships. I thought that worked out pretty well. Pretty good indeed. Most of the damage is actually in ramming. Yeah! How often do you see that? Now, this wasn't a super close game. We weren't taking massive damage all the time, but it had some joy in it. And looky there. The commander skill got. This was the game indeed, and I was very happy. Took the Grossokua first out and checked out level 5 commander. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.